go. Let's get some music in there too. Let's see. That's nice. Yeah. Yeah. Now, we're back on. So today we're making some AI, and in fact, I found that ChatGPT is very good at like helping with this stuff. At least working through things and like coming up with cool ideas and stuff. So we're gonna be heading over there to do some ChatGPT stuff. I've actually already been doing some, so let's go there and grab. So as you can see, I've already been working with the ChatGPT for some of this. So let's start initializing the script. So what we're looking for is we're gonna go head into the script. Where is scripts? There we go. And it will be into the enemies over here. And let's create a C# script for our Sproutling. So this is Sproutling. I'll just grab the code and say there we go. There we go, and then let's go grab the enemy script, which is this one. Just dump that in there, and then it will incorporate that into its work. Yeah. So then I gave it the base Sproutling one, which is the one we're working on, and then the enemy one, which is pretty big. It's too big. Nah, message too long. That makes sense. Let's edit it and try taking away the initial one. The enemy script is pretty long, so it's all about like cutting things out that I don't need. So let's start generating this AI. If I take out this, is this enough? Let's try that. Oh, just enough? Oh, a little bit shorter. Okay. So how can we shorten down this one? We could probably... I could probably take away the entire works part of the die function. Yeah, because the entire die function is like fine, you know. The entire die, this one too, to be fair. Like this entire thing too, I think. Because that's just work prefs. Actually, that would be the entire here, right? Yeah. Let's do that, because we don't need that. And we also don't need this. Yeah, don't need that. Let's try with that. That's just removing some of the... It's tracking for how many kills you have and how much damage you've dealt and stuff. That's not necessary for the AI to know. Okay, so it's still a little bit too long. Let's shorten down even more. What else can we shorten down here that we don't need? Do I have any comments I can shorten down? I'll take damage, stop. No, I can't shorten down either. I can't shorten down the animation complete. I can remove the entire purification and stuff though, because that doesn't matter. Yeah, the entire purification part is completely useless for the AI. So if we take the now walk, where are you? Freeze. This one we don't need. Oh, magnetize we also don't need. Oh, is it not editing? It's not editing. Let's go edit. Yeah, because we have enable attack is fine. Walk is fine. This one is completely unnecessary. It's also not implemented. I'll figure it out. We have this, which both don't need to be there. Slow we don't need here. Nor do we need burn. Boom. That's those gone. This was necrotic, which we don't need. And restore damage and purification. None of those are needed. There we go. Because those are all elemental stuff that we did, or that we did last time. That should be fine then. I don't think it's too long anymore. Let's just reload. Still long though. It is still long. What if I remove like the usings up here? Let's remove those and like all of those, just remove that. Is this short enough? Because I don't want to cut out much of the actual functions that we're going to be using, because he needs to know the functions. Actually, what I can do is I can do this. Cool. But There we go. So if I do that, and then I send it in 2 parts, that should work. Then we scroll down to, I think, like around here to be a good place to end, and then copy the rest of that. Like this. It'll just generate like what it thinks it does, and then I'll send the rest part of it. You can actually start spriting, so. Boom. And then we send this once this is done. Boom. There we go. Just define to it that this is a separate one. Cool. Because now it has that in memory, and then we can start working from there. AIs are great, man. AIs are great. Just feed it all the information and then we're good. You don't need to override anything. Let's see if this works. It started overriding stuff, which it doesn't actually need to do. Overriding is completely useless. We don't need any overrides. Not saying overriding is useless. It is definitely not. But it's the override that we were that he was trying to do is like overriding our animation, which we don't need to override our animation. Roam, chase, attack. We don't have roam, chase, attack. I will go grab the code he got. Trying to get it back on track. See, so now it has Wandering, Logotos, Free Barrage. Nice, nice. State, yeah. Target position, that will be the position of our player. Wandering radius. Logotos got its enemy and its transformed player. Nice, nice. Yeah, nice, nice, nice. See, it stops and faces the direction of player. This is the kind of stuff that he wouldn't normally do. Like if he didn't know what the enemy functionality does, he wouldn't actually do this. But since he knows what the enemy functionality does, we have you know, we have everything here, which is nice. Mm-hmm. Okay. Go. Let's also jump into the Sproutling in the code, and we'll take this code that it generates now and then paste it in, and we'll see how that moves and how that acts. Although I can probably just read through it anyways. Yeah, it's just gonna modify the wandering state. So let's then grab this code, paste that into the one here, into the script. It's not move, it's walk. It's close though. Alright, it's not walk. Does it do? Yeah, it does. It does the walk. I don't know if walk actually does walk it though. Okay. There's a few things we need to implement here. Here's the wandering state, nice. Let's alter that. Boom. That's the one altering state. And then we do There we go. Let's alter that first, because it doesn't handle the actual walking. So let's handle that first. That's the first error I found. So we have to implement the functionality for handling walking, and then we can implement some functionality for handling the attacks, which are currently not done. Okay, so it's gonna be a new wandering state. I'll copy this and paste it into the wandering state. It uses walk target position, yeah, nice. It uses walk target position. The speed will be enemy.speed. Yeah, enemy speed will be the proper speed here. Cool. Cool, that should work. Now, when tossing the log, we need to choose a dumb spot in their room. Make this its own function. Yeah, make this its own function since we use this later. To get a random spot in the room. I think the enemy spawner. I think the enemy has an enemy spawner attached to it. It's got skeleton animation, audio source, enemy spawner. Yeah. An enemy spawner, I believe, has a position. Doesn't have the room though. So what I could do is I can have the. I could just have it like get its own the enemy spawn transform. It would have to be the parent of the enemy transformer. This is later. We could access the enemy dot. What is it called? It's called spawner, right? Enemy spawner. Enemy spawner dot transform dot parent dot transform dot position. Yes, and the room is 38 units wide, 18 units. So it's 36 units. No, it's 38 units wide. It's exactly double of a 16 by 9. Wait, it's 32? Yes, 32 units wide, 18 units tall. Units tall. The from minus 16 to minus to 16 and minus 9 to 9. Padding of 2 on other room. Boom. Let's see if we can make that. Hey man, sorry, I was a little bit deep in my. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. I wanted to get the stream chat. I was a little bit deep in my program right there. Well, my browser is not doing well right now. It'll fix itself. Hey man, how you doing? No, you can't see the typing because I'm currently sharing the browser of the ChatGPT. The code is behind here. I'll show you what I mean. So here's the code behind it. Here's the browser. So I'm basically using ChatGPT to just like handle the positioning and stuff. And then I'm using the like it just handles the core writing of things, and I'll just adjust it to what it needs to do. It makes programming so much faster. Basically, just changes around like all the things I need to do. Yeah, this is an AI generator. It's super useful for programming. So enemy spawner, transform parent position. Yeah, the position plus the... Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, this makes complete sense for how I would get the position. So that's sense. So let's then jump that into the... let's see here. I'm actually just going to do this. Move that up. And let's move ChatGPT out of the way. So we can take that function and then just put that into the Sprout link, because we're going to need that later. And then we'll put that in here. Boom. Because now we have the position and the one for getting a position. And that should work. So then we just need to get the log prefab, which is this one. We probably need a bunch more prefabs too, but that's fine. Actually, no, I'm not gonna put that there. I'm gonna put that down here. Put it next to the log toss here. Boom. That's the log prefab. And then we need to do a... Oh, please let me copy stuff. Thank you. Log toss. Now let's have a look over this one as we paste it in and see. I'm just copying in the thing, so don't worry about it. So we're moving our current log toss and just putting in a new one. So we have a couple ones here that we need to actually change. So I'll just do... I'll go back to ChatGPT and just tell him we're missing those, because, you know, it makes sense. Then it will also remember it. So if I move that up there now, I'll just tell it that we are currently missing the variables toss force and log toss cooldown. Force and log. Let's see. Toss force and log toss cooldown. Let's implement these. This is like I don't need to do this because I can just implement them myself if I want to. The problem with that is then the program, the AI, won't actually know that we have implemented those. So it's just I'm just putting those in so that it also knows now that we have these two variables that can be adjusted if we need to. Else I would have to explain that later on. For the record, what I'm doing is I'm making a video game. I've been working on it this entire year, and it's getting pretty close. We're about 70% through the game. I'll show you it soon. Let's see if I just open up Unity here. I'll show you. So this is the little buddy we're actually working on programming. This little boy here. He's called a Sproutling. He's great. The game I'm working on is a like a roguelike style game. Move them up there. Compilers? Oh yeah, it's because of the Sproutling code. I can't actually show you right now, but it's a roguelike game, so I'll just finish the script and then I'll show you what I mean. So with that, let's see here. We were working on the log toss. So log toss is state log toss. Target position is get around position. Makes sense. Is that shit? The log toss. Yep. Rigid. Get its rigid body. Yeah, that makes sense. I need a rigid body for it, so I can toss it. Direction of the target will be this one. Yeah, that's fine. Add force. Yep, just push it that way. I should probably just add force and do a 4 mode. We're gonna go impulse because impulse is the best force mode for this, because it's a projectile, so you're tossing with a certain amount of initial force and then it goes down. I think that should work best. We will change this if it doesn't work. And then wait for the cooldown and then go back to wandering. And then start the quarantine wandering state. Yeah, that makes sense. Makes sense. Now we need the fruit barrage. I'll go back to the... Oh, you guys can't see that. This is the only problem with like with having so many windows. I need to like swap the windows around. How are you doing, Cameron? You been doing well recently? It's been a long time since we talked. Let's now work on the fruit toss. Let's create a variable for how many fruits is adjustable. Let's then select that many random positions and select between select randomly in an array of fruit projectiles. Boom. So with that, it should now create a little AI for fruit toss, which currently in Sweden. Nice. Sweden's nice. Well, if you stay away from the big cities, Sweden's nice. I'm doing pretty well. I've been pushing myself real hard this year, so I've been making like great leaps and great steps, and it's been a hell of a year, and a lot of things are working out. So I've been on trips to Ukraine and stuff too, and I'm gonna be heading back to Ukraine soon. That's actually where I've made a Patreon for this game, and I'm also taking like donations from other places. That's all going into like my Ukraine trip, as well as donations directly to Ukraine. And when this game releases, like half of what I earn from it will be donated to charity down in Ukraine. Specifically, I'll donate it to a charity that deals with medical supplies and literally saving lives on the front line. So this is the reason I'm making this game is mostly just for my own sake, because I want to get into like game programming or programming in general as a job, and having a game out on the market where just really helps you get into those kind of jobs. So I've been like hard pushing it. I'm basically working 2 full-time jobs now. So it's fruit count, and let's put that right under the fruit barrage interval right here. So it's fruit count, which is the amount of fruits, and then the fruit projectiles. Time between each fruit barrage, it doesn't really matter. So we have the fruit barrage state. We'll just put that in here. And then we do fruit barrage state. So I'm not gonna swap back and forth for these ones, because it's just I'm just copying in the things that's here. Um, I'll also copy in this part because it makes sense. So there's the wandering state here, which was because everything is a coroutine, right? This is the end of the coroutine. I don't need this. The idle state? I don't have an idle state. Yeah, that's completely unnecessary. I don't have an idle state. Yeah, that's fine. If can attack, which would be a if enemy dot can attack, right? Do we not have enemy can attack? Yeah, it's a private pool. I need to make this a public pool. Yeah, because it will be enemy can attack and not enemy that is attacking. And we don't have an instant attacking, so that's actually not a from enemy. So I'll just refactor that and make the variable is attacking, which is a bool, which I'll set to false immediately. So with enemy is attacking and can attack, is attacking is true and is attacking is false. I'll actually do this for the other one too, just for the sake of it. Same here. And then is attacking is false here. I don't think that's gonna do much, but it's just for additional checks and stuff. So yeah. So getting your head around this AI stuff. You were coder for 20 years, longer actually, but that was Visual Basic 6, Delphi and Basic. I haven't heard of them. I have heard of Visual Basic, but it's not used a lot. It's kinda coding for me. So the way it works is I can give it commands on like what I want it to code, like what I would like to see it make. As this is a text generator, it just generates text, and code is just text. So it's pretty easy for it to just generate code, because it, like, after things it comes back with things. So it just speeds up the process a lot, because all of this stuff is stuff I know how to handle this, but it would take me a lot more time. So I can just tell the AI to just make it for me, and I can just paste that in, edit it as I please, and then we can work on it. It's super useful. It is really amazing. It has sped up my process of making this game so fast. Like, it's like incredibly fast now compared to what it was before. And people are like questioning whether or not I feel like this will affect my job. But yeah, it will affect my job in the sense that I just have to learn how to use an AI now. So I just work the AI to do what I want to do. So fruit sprout state, let's see. We have that. For int, which is the amount of fruit count, yeah, we do fruit projectiles, spawn those. We choose a fruit projectile, we instantiate it, and then we send a random direction. We don't need random direction. We just choose a spot. So I'll actually do. So random direction will have a spot. So it'll be a vector 3 random. Actually, you know what? I don't even have to do this. I'll just tell it that. I'll just post in this. And let's see. This is one of the things you can do. Like, it's refactoring, which is just real cool with it. So I'll take this copy. Like, I'll just copy in like the function that we have here and with the edits that we've done. I'll go into ChatGPT like this. Like, I'll just jump into ChatGPT. I'll post that in and say that it's being slow. Yeah, so I'll just post in the code that we just made and said, I made some changes. But this code isn't quite there yet. I want us to choose random positions in the room and throw the fruit towards that. Let's alter the code to work like that and use the function we made earlier. So I'll just tell it to just refactor the code and then it will just do it for me. AI will affect everything. We can't change it. We just need to adapt. Tech always affects things. I know nothing about AI because I'm old. I need to look into it. This is the first I'm seeing it. It's so useful. As you can see, I just fed it the code that we edited and said, okay, so this is where we're at, and just refactor it to work the way we wanted it to work. It will be me. I hold the copyright to all of this. As the AI, it's just a text generator. It doesn't have a copyright. Yeah, it could be the same, but the thing is, while the AI generates the code is just code. It's the same as trying to copyright the code for opening a window. It's the ideas that go into the code that actually matter, because you can't copyright text. You can copyright the ideas that go into the text and the uniqueness of it. So technically, if you guys want to, you can take all the code I have here and generate the same thing. It would be very uncreative, but you can technically. Let's see. So let's see if it does the right thing now. Rigid body, choose direction, target position, get random position. Yep, direction to target. Sends it towards that, and then it waits for a second. Log toss cooldown. I don't think it needs to have a log toss cooldown. I'll alter this, but that's fine. I'll actually alter it just in code directly, because I don't want it to wait that long. So let's jump back to the... visual. Like this. It's definitely the idea that matters, yeah. While a lot of this is written the way it is because of AI, it's still like the idea of what to do is partially mine and partially the AI. Like, we work together to generate stuff because I have ideas and I'm like, okay, cool, I want to do this thing, but if to do this thing, how would I do this? Or can you help me like refactor this and work with this in a way? And it's random room position. It's not just random position. There we go. It's a very interesting way of working, because the AI kind of just works as a assistant, a tutor, and a collaborator at the same time. It's very, very convenient. So this should work. Now we just need to alter the wait for seconds, which we need to have. I think log toss cooldown is fine, but we should just have log toss cooldown be a very small number instead. So we'll go up and edit the log toss cooldown, because that's going to be the time between the tosses, in my opinion. So let's do log toss cooldown. Should be 1.15 should be a good one. So just like 0.15 seconds in between each fruit toss. That should be fine. This is all like on feeling, to be fair. You can use an AI hosted on a website, or have you hosted it somewhere? It's hosted on a website. I paid for the full access to the newest version and stuff on the AI because I use it literally daily. So there's no reason why I wouldn't pay for like the full access and the full power or everything. So it's the OpenAI one, which I think they stopped developing it further because of issues with it getting too smart. But it is currently the most powerful text AI on the internet. It is really, really strong, and it's so good for programming. So let's let that be the Sproutling code for now. Let's then go dump the... Let's go and grab the monster. I'll jump over to the Unity so you guys can see what I'm doing. Boom. Let's grab the monster who's over here. Scroll out, move him down. I could probably scroll a lot more actually. Boom, there we go. So as you can see, all the map and stuff, it's all just not here. It's randomly generated when I start up the game. I'll actually just start up the game now and show you what I mean. So it's all randomly generated when I start up the game, and it's random based on like everything. So if I go into the scene here, you see that this is all randomly generated. And if I then go in here and say restart, you'll see that the map has now changed completely. It's a completely different map, and it generates a new map every time you restart. Every time you go through a level, every time you go through the next floor, it just generates a completely random map. I'll turn off the music for now, since we don't need it. I even have a little minimap up top there to show like where you are, which rooms you've been in, random enemies flying around, which I can just kill it for now. And just a general like a lot of conveniency in like where you move. I've made puzzle levels. I've made chests that you can open to get different items, which are stored up in the top up here. So you see that you have the item up there. You can also press tab to go into the inventory to see what you have. So currently I have a bullet speed modifier. I also have achievements added in, a bunch of achievements. I have a logbook for all the things you've seen. This is all the items I've seen. There's also all the enemies I've seen, which I have a bunch of enemies, and I have a bunch of powers that you can unlock. These are when you level, you gain powers. So you level up and become more powerful just by leveling up. There's so many things in here. I also have a records and a logbook. So logbook stats has all the stats for the current run, and then you have the logbook, which is all the current stats for like total, like overtime. These ones don't reset unless you reset them manually in game, which I can also do. This is total levels, which doesn't actually update until you die, which I should probably change. I'll fix that at some point, but for now that works. So you know, I don't need it to be anymore. So it's all about like moving around, shooting enemies while moving. I'll actually see if I can find one of the bosses. One of them usually tends to spawn right above me. There we go. So I've had the boss fights like this one, who spawns enemies, jumps around, and does like that, like a big attack straight towards us, and does a big AoE on himself. Yeah. So, settings. Did it crash? Ooh, I had a crash. I have an error. Null reference of elemental enhancements. Interesting. Interesting. I'll check on that later. But yeah, so that's the base game right now. If I jump back to the scene, I'll show you. So that's how the game is now, and I'm very close to now just being able to just do things, add things, because most of the functionality is in there. So it's just adding more enemies, adding more bosses, adding more whatever into the game, and then at some point it will work. Also, recently I added a new functionality called called bombs. So currently I have equipped the storm bomb. So you drop the bomb, it explodes, and then this one summons 3 of these like tornadoes that attack everything around them. If you go into a room where the doors are closed, like I can't walk through the door, but if you drop a bomb there, it blows the door open. Of course, it's a tornado, so I can't actually move in there because it's a tornado right now. As soon as those are done, I can move through and still move through the door, even though I haven't killed the enemies. So when I go back in here, the enemies will still be here, but the door is broken, so you can go through the door as you please. This lets you navigate places without having to necessarily... this navigates places without necessarily having to kill everything in them. But you're gonna have a limited amount of bombs, which I haven't set up the UI for. I'll fix that at some point. But yeah, the game's gonna be very interesting with a lot of variety. My entire goal is to have there be so much variety that it creates replayability, you know? Let's see, I wanted to give this guy the sapling. Spratling? Wait, what was the code again? Or was it sprout? So why is it not showing up if I add component sprout? Oh, okay. Let's grab it from here then and then drag it in. Sprouting? Ah, it's because it's sprouting AI. I just need to remove that. Boom. That's the problem. And the amount of time you'll put into this? You mean as in the future or as now? How much I've put in so far? Because I'm putting a lot of effort into it, and I'm gonna keep doing that until it's done. My thought is that the release will be before winter, before Christmas. But I'm currently almost 70% through the game. It's all content adding for the next 2 patches, and then polish for the last patch. So the last patch will be all the polish, all the extra stuff I have to fix, all the balancing and all that stuff. Usually per day I start at like around 10, and then I keep just working on it until I have to go to work. So I'm putting in like 5 hours every day, if not more. I also work some when I get back home from work sometimes, so I tend to work on it a lot. Now I've added these. I have not added the sprouting, but I will add the sprouting to this guy and see if he can do stuff. Let's see. Sproutling. This all seems fine. I do need a log prefab though. I also need fruit projectiles. So what we do then is we go into our 300 plus 2D projectiles, and we get the food, and we're gonna make some food projectiles. Temporarily, we'll just add, yeah, because we're gonna make food projectiles because it's funny. We're gonna make a Actually, to save space, I'm gonna change the code around a little bit. I have an idea, so I'm just gonna change some code around a little bit, and we can save some space. So instead of having multiple fruit projectiles like this, I'll actually just have a fruit projectile. We'll just change that and have fruit projectiles. I should mean have fruit projectile, but that's fine. Because then what I can do is I can go back to the Unity, and each fruit is gonna have their own They're gonna have their own prefab. So I'm just gonna make a prefab. Create an empty prefab and call it fruit projectile. And the fruit projectile, I'll give a sprite renderer. There we go. And put this default sprite as apple. Well, why can't I make a... Can I do this? An apple? I cannot. Interesting. These are textures and not sprites, so I need to create sprites for them. Let's make a square sprite, I think. And then we'll set this sprite to have its default be... Let's see here. So let's rename this to fruit. Sorry. Yeah, fruit. Fruit is fine. Fruit. And we'll set the fruit projectile to have the fruit sprite. Because these are all textures, and I think I can just apply textures onto them. Right? Also, why is the banana... Why is the banana blue? I like it, but why is that blue? I'll still use it. So we need the... Can I just apply this directly to here? Default texture? Huh. Okay, interesting. So I have textures. Let's do this then. I want those plus the cherries. That can be a fruit too. I'm allowing it to be a fruit. So let's take that. We create a 2D sprite from that. Square sprites. Okay, so it doesn't do it directly. Okay, then I'm just gonna do a quick little check. I need to generate a sprite from a texture. Because textures don't... Okay. I can actually just do it in code. Never mind, I can just do it in code. Yeah, so we'll just do it in code and say that we have a sprite renderer. We need a Rigibody 2D. We'll just program it instead. Programming is easier. Rigibody 2D, we need it to be dynamic. It doesn't have gravity. Nah, it doesn't have gravity. That's fine. So linear drag, I don't need any linear drag because I wanted to have the same movement throughout the entire area. Actually, you know, I'm going to give it a tiny bit of linear drag. And 0 angular drag, which means it's going to spin. I love spinning. Yep, nice. That should be good. It also actually doesn't need a hitbox, I think. So it's gonna go to an area and then explode. It doesn't actually have to hit anything on the way there. So I don't think we need a hitbox on this. So instead of that, let's add in fruit project. Actually, we need a big F. Let's add in a fruit projectile script. And then let's create that script. I will remove the Unity so we can go back to code. So what have you been up to recently, Deviate, if you're still here? How are you doing? Also, how's the weather in Sweden right now, Cameron? Did I open it? I did not open it. Let's open it. Fruit projectile. So the fruit projectile, we need to have a list of textures. So let's just do that. Public texture 2D, and then make that an array. Textures. Let's have a private sprite renderer, and then in start we'll just say get component sprite renderer, and boom boom boom, and then set the sprite renderer to be that. So it should be sprite renderer, the renderer, and set the get component to render equals that. Boom. And with that, now that things are okay, cost of things going up. Yep, very much so. It's raining, filled with the British weather. Yeah, you might have brought it with you. I've heard the British have a lot of rain. To be fair, it's been a lot of rain in Scandinavia for a while now. So we want to, on update, we actually just want to have a rotate. But I'm actually just gonna, again, show you the power of the AI because it's just fast. So let's jump back over to ChatGPT and take this code and say, we are making the fruit projectile. The way I want this to work is that it constantly spins at a set rate. Make a public variable for this. That way I can alter it later. Then once it reaches its target destination, code, it effect. Are saved in the variable, in the textures variable. And I just give it the base code, which is what we just made, and we'll just watch it work. You thought England was bad? Wow. Super expensive? Yeah. It doesn't get cheaper, unfortunately. It's actually really fun because I was in Ukraine like recently, and the price of things there is like a third or a fourth of the price in Norway, and I felt like a rich man walking down there, like, oh yeah, I got all this money. I felt like I was rich all the way because I brought my entire vacation money and stuff, and I was like, I can't spend this much money here, even though I had like no income while I was down there. So let's take this code, see how that works out, if it even works out. Now let's go over it and check if it's done what I wanted to do. So for this one we have the texture, spin rate, that's fine. Explosion radius, that's good. Damageable layer, that makes sense, that's what it can damage. Which should only be the player, to be fair, which has 2 layers. There's flying and non-flying, which all should be targetable. There's a sprite renderer, yep. Target position, yep, which should be set. This needs to be public. Because it should be set by the sproutling here when the fruit is set. So on instantiate, we should have fruit instance.target. Sorry, it should be after this. Fruit instance.target. Can I not do it? Oh, it's because I haven't saved it, right? Fruit instance dot target. Why do I not have access to target? Oh, dot get component. Fruit projectile dot target. There we go. Equals target position. Oh. There we go. Got it. Is the prices really bad in England right now? I've heard like a lot of people are protesting and shit about it. I say protesting. I've heard about it, and I heard there was strikes and stuff. I'm not very updated on the on what's going on in England right now, or British Isles in general. So then that's set there, perfect. So then we go back and we say it gets a sprite renderer, texture 2D random from the textures. Yes, sprite rect will be the new rect. Pivot, new sprite, create a sprite from the sprite rect, pivot, and the texture. And then sprite render sprite equals new sprite. Easy, nice, easy peasy. That's good. Transform, rotate, spin rate, delta time. That's nice. Has reach target and vector distance less than. Yep, nice. If not, has reach target. Yeah, and then it has reach target, explode. It even has a set target position. I just edited it. That's sad. I like this song. What is this song? River flows in you. This is. I've heard this one a lot on. Oh, I can't remember where I've heard it. I've heard it somewhere else. This is a really good song. I like it. Yeah, Collider. Cool. Hit Collider or Web Circle. Yep, because that's the AoE. Here you can apply the damage to hit enemies, which should be easily enough. Just since it's just player, it doesn't hit enemies. It should just do a hit collider dot get component player parentheses dot take damage equal to enemy dot damage. So actually I need to have a specific damage on this. So I need to have this just be damage. And that needs to be an int. I must make this a public one so we can adjust it. Say most of the news these days. I have no idea what's true or not anymore. Watching you do this makes me wonder if I should try and get back into coding. Looks fun with AI. It's really fun. I recommend it. I've been doing so many like small projects after this. I made a for work. I made a like a monthly subscription tracker for work, which can have updates for the monthly subscription whenever they resubscribe and all that stuff. And It's so convenient. It's used like frequently now. I also made a timer for our mega zones. We have a timer at the workplace, so we can adjust them, which communicates between the PCs. And I'm also working on like secretly, of course. I'm working on a little website for us for the for our booking system. And I don't even know how to make websites. I know how to code. I don't know how to make websites. So having ChatGPT help me with that is so convenient. Strikes are a pain. Seems like industries rotate based on who got the best deal. 1 week will be train drivers. Next could be doctors. Next could be teachers. Yeah. If AI will change how doctors work. Maybe one day we'll just talk to an AI for the most doctor risks. Potentially. The problem with AI is that if it's wrong, like AI is wrong a lot of the time. It's wrong. That's why I have to adjust it all the time. And in programming that doesn't matter because you can just adjust it. It doesn't like do anything that you would have a problem with. The problem comes when the cost of being wrong can be really high. Like if it's an emergency thing or like if it's a medical thing, the cost could be a human life technically. And then the AI needs to be very good at what it does if it doesn't want to be, if it doesn't want to be wrong ever. So there's a cost there. It's the same reason why AI drivers is also kind of a problem. Let's see. So overlap will just do straight take damage, I think. Like that should be fine. Yeah. And then just destroy the game object once it's done. Unless I want to spawn... I'll add in a comment here for it. Yeah, I'll just do this. Alternatively spawn AoE on the ground. Now I do need a circle. Ooh, target circles is a thing we need to make. But this should work. So that's a projectile. So if we jump back to Unity, we can apply all of that. Spin rate, this is spin rate to 5. Actually, that's very low. Let's set the spin rate to 30. No, that's a little bit too high. 15. 15 is a nice spin rate. Damage, let's set the damage to 5 temporarily. Explosion radius. 4 is a pretty good radius, to be fair. And then we need to set this to targeted player and any flying. And then target position, that's set during runtime. And the textures are apple 1, apple 2, banana, cherries. Fuck it, let's go pizza. Pizza's a fruit. Yeah, pizza. Let's go pizza. That's a fruit. According to America, at least. Yeah. And then we need here on the Sproutling to set fruit projectile to then be... actually, we need to go into assets and go into the projectiles. Where's projectiles? Prefabs, projectiles, fruit projectile. Boop. That's a fruit projectile. Then we go in here, grab that, and we toss a fruit projectile in there. We can also now remove it from here. And it also needs a log projectile, which is same area. And we need the effects. Boom! I like this one. Fire! Point objects. There we go. We got a log. So let's make another one, which is log projectile. To be fair, this one's actually just gonna act the same way. So I'll just use the food projectile. Log. Right now I agree, I just wonder what it'd be like in the future. This surely is going to change a lot of jobs. For the way we use things in the future, or maybe I read too many Orwellian type books. It definitely will change. It's because it's interesting. Because yes, it's gonna be a very, very big change in the way of things. You know, it will definitely change how everything is done. AI, at least taught AI has been like taught to do what it needs to be doing, is so strong at what it does, because it's faster than the human mind. It just doesn't require the human input, you know. I'm interested to see what happens with it and where it goes. But we'll see. Damage, this one has a 20 damage, I think. Whoa, explosion radius a little bit bigger, so let's go 6 explosion radius. Also targets only player. And flying. Nice. That is the log projectiles. Then we can go back into our prefabs. Projectiles and dump it in here. Boom. Then we go here and we go log projectile. Now this should technically now work. Oh, actually no, because it uses spawner. It's gonna throw an error because it doesn't have a spawner. Yeah, it throws an error because it doesn't have a spawner right now. So what I need to do is I need to I need to I'll just name it Sproutling, put it into my enemy prefabs, and then dump it into an area, and then we'll see where we find it. So Sproutling, pop right there, original prefab. Then we go into the characters, prefabs, map generator, rooms, enemy spawner. There we go. Then we lock the enemy spawner, and then we go Sproutling, put you in the enemy prefabs. Boom. Oh, I actually need to remove it though. Yeah, because he's there, but he's not doing anything. I'll kill this guy and see if we can find the Sproutling somewhere. Because we need to find him in the open, you know. Nice. Woo! Health. Oh, I don't want to kill this one. Takes too long. Don't want to kill that either, that's also going to take too long. Those are rare enemies. They're a little bit more powerful, a little bit stronger. Ooh, boss. I don't wanna. Also, this is a great boss, by the way. I'll actually show you because just because it's funny. This boss is crazy. Look at this shit. bullshit! Right now he's not doing the beam, unfortunately. Why is he not doing the beam, though? That's my question. But yeah, it looks fucking crazy. I should probably reset now, because that's gonna just make sounds. I need to do that. I need to implement a thing for like making it inactive. To be fair, I'm just literally just looking for it in the wild, so this might take a while. I have a bunch of enemies to spawn, you know. Oh. Wait, what? Oh, do I have a issue with an item that doesn't work? Oh, I might have an issue with an item that doesn't work. Interesting. Ooh, what did I spawn? Did I actually manage to spawn it? I did. Okay, so in that case, what is the issue? No references. Spawn enemies. Enemy spawner 166 has an issue. Enemies count. Call it the room pus. Does enemy not have room pus? No, it does have. It's public room pus. Is that a problem? Oh, I know why. I'm just a dummy. I'm just a dummy, that's why. Sproutling, you need an enemy. Boom. I'm just a dummy. I haven't added the enemy functionality to it. This is where I do like the sprite names and all that shit. That's for later. Yeah. Most of this shit should be just fine. Although we'll see. No. Don't wanna. No. Oh. Oh. I am having major issues. I just want to spawn the guy, my dude. Oh, did that spawn it? Did not spawn it. Okay. So what's the issue then? With it's being spawned. Enemy spawner at 166 is still trying to access that, but it can't find that. The Sproutling 51 is having an issue. So Sproutling 51, that would be vector next step equals move towards transform position. What is, has it been? Object reference not set to instance of an object. Okay. So it's Sproutling being here. What is not set to an object? Let's see. It has Sproutling, yeah? Yeah. That's a spawner. Sorry, this is not what I'm looking for. Sproutling. Sproutling. Oh! I'm just an idiot. I'm just an idiot, like straight idiot. There we go. I'm just a dummy. That's all it is. I'm just a big dummy. Also, I do need to, at this point, actually take the Sproutling and just hide them. There we go. What's my problem now? Wait, what's the problem? The variable health bar enemy has not been assigned. Ah, yeah, it's because I went to in this one I set up enemy in this one, so I just need to remove enemy here. I don't need enemy here. It's because of this. It tries to initialize the thing that doesn't need to initialize. What's the problem now? Problem now is there's no sprite render attached to log projectile game objects. That's the problem. Log projectile. Add component. Sprite renderer. Boom. That should work now. Debugging. It's fun times. You would think I'd actually know this stuff by the time, you know, I actually did all the programming I've done now. But no. I don't know shit. Not what I'm looking for. I'm just gonna skip until I get like what I'm actually looking for. Don't worry about it. Okay, not what I'm looking for. No. 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 Why is it so hard to find what I'm looking for? Oh, that's the boss room. But the music, by the way, in this game is jamming now. If I turn off the sound, you can actually hear it. I have so much good music for this game now. Alright, here's the bomb room. Let's see if it actually works now. If I touch this one. Ah, I can't touch it. Never mind. I need to actually touch it. Need to give them hitboxes and stuff. Need to fix that then. No. Why is this so hard to get it to actually do the thing? Like spawn the actual correct enemy. Yeah, I love this room. This room is cool. This is one of my my new puzzle rooms. It's actually kind of funny. You know, I'm actually gonna turn off the music for a little bit so you guys can hear this. So I made a music puzzle room. This is actually kind of fun. So it's all about sorting the sound based on pitch, you know. Oh shit! I did not mean to do that. It's fine. I almost killed them though. Boom. I think it should still be fine. I even got a little like Zelda like spawner for things. There's even secret ones. Now, this is one of my secret codes. I think you'll like this one, DB8. Oh, shit, I fucked it up. I fucked it up. I think you'll like this one. Hello, Eaglopsy. You just got to see my secret code for one of my puzzles. We are, in fact, actually looking for a... we're looking for an enemy spawn. But I, for some reason, not found it. Oh, there it is. Okay, it has spawned. Now, with that spawned, it dropped a error. What's the error it's dropping? I'm assuming it's one in initialization where it's like missing pieces of its initialization. So it's missing 1, 3, 5. Yeah, it's just missing stuff. I just need to assign stuff to it, basically. Is there any of these that's from the... Ooh, what's this from? Ooh, now that's a code error I haven't seen. Wish you knew C#. If you know code, you can pretty much learn most of the things. It's usually not that big of a problem as long as you can know most things. Sorry, it's Warpit get float. For which one? Update stat. Which one? Huh? Entry go entries. Stat name. Private dictionary entries. Yeah, because it loads the name and it loads the string game object, yeah? Yeah. And this is done at the start. It loads that from... Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, now, this is a issue I have to, really, dig my head down on it. Because as I add new entries and see those entries, it's going to cause issues with how I wrote one of my codes. I'll fix that at some point. But it seems like none of these are actually part of the... Yeah, because all of them are enemy or the other ones, so technically the AI I just wrote should technically work, so that's good. To be fair, C# is just a bit more complicated version of Java. Not really. Yeah, it can be, but C# is pretty easy. C# is very scripter heavy. So it's closer to JavaScript in terms of how it works. They're just very different codes, in my opinion. They do different things. But as long as you know, my teacher always taught me that if you know how to program, you can basically change between programming languages and it wouldn't be a problem. Because when you write code, it's not about writing the specific code for the specific syntax, because you can always learn that. It's all about writing how do you make this thing happen, and that part is if you can write what's supposed to happen, you can read up the syntax for how to make that happen in any code. So it's all about being able to think in code. So I need enemy name, so let's get that. This is enemy name Sproutling. Enemy description. A happy-go-lucky tree golem who only wants peace. Then we need to make a sprite for it, but I'll do that. Actually, no, I'll need to make a sprite for it, yeah. So with that, let's just drag one of them out, grab a picture. We're doing a little bit of fun thing here. So what I do usually, I do this. I zoom in. We grab a picture of it. I'll just screen grab a picture like this, because I'm a badass. And then I go into my browser, where I do remove background AI, because I have an AI for this. Of course I have an AI for this. I have an AI for everything. And I just dropped it in, remove the background. Then we download this without the background. I go in here to characters, prefabs, to I think to art, I think. Here, yeah. And then we name it Sproutling. And I take the Sproutling PNG and I drop it in here. Perfect. Now we have the Sproutling PNG, so we just then go back to our prefabs. You made a web scraper that scrapes ChatGPT. So you made a ChatGPT Discord bot. You know, you can just get the API and just use that instead. It's like it's open API, so you can just assign it, you know. And I'm unsure if actually scraping the entire code of the ChatGPT is legal. Using the API is. Well, okay, yeah, if you're dirt poor, that's fair. Just don't get caught, you know. Let's see, we were in characters, enemies. This is where we were. So Sproutling, and then we go search Sproutling, and we need the PNG. I think. Yeah, I think both of these are the same. So we click him, and then we dump in the sprite. Nice. Then we can remove the search. Skeleton animation will be its own skeleton, so we can just drop itself on there. Current interaction is fine, predictable speed is fine, engaged is fine, grace period is 1. Can attack is fine, attack sounds, I don't have any of those, that's fine. Health, let's set it to like a high health, like a 60, actually no, 50 health is pretty high. Speed is 2, actually no, yeah, 2 is fine. MA spawner, I can't do anything with. Map generator, I can. Wait, why can't I drop map generator? I can't drop map generator. I'll have to find it then. Floor 0 sound manager. Can I drop the sound manager? Score manager, sorry, that's not sound manager, that's score manager. That would be this one. Where is it? Score manager. I can't drop the score manager. I'll have to just assign a dynamic to them. But I can drop the health bar for prefab. Enemy health bar prefab, this one. Boom. Cool. Damage taken amplifier is 1. Can move is fine. This should now work fine now. When it spawns. Yeah. Also, I lost my music. There we go. There we go. So what's the problem now? Now it's a works problem. So we actually have to go through the works database, yeah. Yeah, we actually have to go through the works database. I think. Why is not set to an incident terminal object? Minimap. Do enemy not set the enemy to map generator directly? No, it does. I'll just set it on this one directly then. It's not gonna work anyways because it needs maps the enemy spawner, so that's fine. It's actually just not gonna work. What's the problems now? So it's having problems with works. I feel like I have to rework some of my code. That's sad times. That might take a while. Yeah, because the problem is within the... Yeah, we index was outside the array. It's the visual editor that's having a problem, this one specifically. Which means I might have to reload, I think. The problem comes here at the... Actually, no, because everything is fucked with it now. So if I just do a save and then just reload it, which should be fine. I might have to delete all the keys, which would be sad, but I can do that. There we go. So what do you program, Eclipse? Do you program anything fun? Do you make games? Or do you just make bots and, you know, little softwares? There we go. It seems I might have to actually do a complete delete of all of it. Yeah, I might have to do a complete delete. That's sad. Can I actually start the game? No, I can't because it doesn't... Yeah. Actually, if I unpause, can I... No, I can't. Visual prefs. I need to actually... tools, work, advanced prefs. Wow, okay, I'm not allowed. Close tab. If we clear this, do tools, work. Wow, okay, I'm actually, like, I've actually fucked up the thing completely. Okay, yeah, it's here. I'm gonna temporarily just alter the code. I'm temporarily altering code I'm not supposed to alter, but that's fine. It's just so I can go in and edit that one code that is a problem here. I need the keys to be further up. I believe this will be the one. Delete. Yeah. I think that's the one. And then I can edit this back to what it's supposed to be. I actually fucked up fucked up one of the plugins I have. And that works. Nice. Okay. We should now be able to start up the game. Yeah, okay, so I need to figure out how to not fuck up the thing. Cool. So we can actually do stuff now. Oh, which one's this? Is this one? Ah, this is the one, I think. Yeah. My glorious. Ah. Yeah. Wait. Oh, why was my music not set? My music does not set. Ooh, that's curious. Does this one still work? Yeah, but they're very silent now. Ooh, I need to be able to adjust my music. I need to fix what that, like, why that's not working. Interesting. And now we're just trying to spawn the enemy that I'm looking for to see if I can actually get it to work. Don't have to actually walk back, so I'm just gonna be dumb and walk. Yeah, I'm just lazy, looking for my enemy to spawn. Yeah, because I needed to have a spawner. If I don't have a spawner for it, then it doesn't work. That's a difficult room. Let's see. That could work. Wait, I cannot leave this room. Why can't I leave this room? Is there an enemy in this room? Ah! I can't leave this room. There you go. Why I can't leave this room? Having 8 enemies, it's so hard to spawn that one specific enemy that you're looking for, you know? I do love whenever I find a like a special looking room. He spawned invisible again. That is usually not a problem with them, but this one was. Come on. Come on. Spawn the goddamn enemy. There's 8 enemies. Yet it still has a big problem spawning that one fucking enemy I'm looking for. Actually, is it not in the spawning thing now? Let's see. Prefabs. Rooms. Enemy spawner. It is there. I'm gonna temporarily just add in more sproutlings. I'm temporarily adding in like a bunch of them just so it makes it a much higher chance of actually spawning them. There we go. Oh. Well, he moved. Wait, why does he move so fast? And why does he go upwards? Okay, so there's a issue where he doesn't have a hitbox, which he needs to have. That's an issue, first of all. So let's alter that. Let's fine tune it a little bit, make it like that. There we go. That's good. Cool. And then we need a riggy body. We need to give him a gravity scale of 0. We need to stop him from Z rotating. The rest of it is fine. Yeah, the rest of it is fine. Now we at least shouldn't fly out of rooms. Ooh, not a puzzle. Now, he's here. So, I'm gonna go check this Spratling. This is Spratling here, right? For some reason, he fucks up his material all the time. He should also be in front. Oh, what? Whoa, whoa, he just died. Let's do this for now. Let's set it to this enemy spawner. Yeah, this one. Let's see. Enemy spawner, map generator. Score manager. Difficulty manager. Okay. I've just dumped him in. Let's see what happens. So he moves real fast. Yeah, he moves real fucking fast. But first of all, we need to give him... I'm gonna move him somewhere. Wait, where is he? Where is his attachment? Where is his joint? He doesn't have an attachment joint. I can't actually move him. He's way off center. This is global, so I can, like, move him this way. I can also just do this, which is fine. He wants to go somewhere. He wants to go... Spratling, log toss cooldown. I don't have the variable of where he wants to go. That's kind of a shit thing. I'll need to turn down his speed because he's very fast. Let's turn it down to 0.5 because he's very fast. I also definitely want to put him
on the layer of enemy. And he is an enemy. Boom. Nice. Yeah, so now he can be hit. And now if I go in here, he should now no longer be able to move through the... yeah. Now, he's moving in a direction, because he only stops when he gets to the direction he wants. But the place he chooses is outside of the boundary, which is one of the things we need to fix. Yeah, so that's an AI issue we need to fix. We need to do Sproutling in the roam to target position should be this. Also, I would like to have this be a public. That way I can see where he's trying to walk. Nice. That should help. With that, now I should be able to actually see him walk and do his things. So, Sproutling. Oh shit, we need to delete this. Sproutling. This is this room, yeah. So we need to set the enemy spawns there, then map generator. And the score manager. Then the difficulty manager. Boom. And then unpause it. Oh, he just flew off somewhere. Yeah, we need to do that too. Does he have mesh render, skeleton, enemy, boss quality, rigid body? But he's not considered enemy right now, so he needs to be still layer enemy. And have an 0.5 speed. This is all just adjustments and stuff to make things work. But if this works, if it all works in the end, then we're good, you know? Oh, I don't want that. Don't want that either. Sorry. I think I need to take the shade projectile and make sure it doesn't rotate on the Z axis, because it does. It rotates on other axes and it shouldn't rotate on those axes, so we need to fix that. Because that shrinks it and makes it weird. It makes it rotate around things that it shouldn't be rotated around, you know. Hey, it's pet. Kind of shit having flying there, actually, when I realize it. You know, that's kind of dumb. Yeah. Now, let's just put it in here and set it up. Because I want to know how it chooses its places and all that stuff, and where it wants to go. Enemy spawner will be the one for this room specifically. Then there should be a map generator. I hate having to like debug all this shit. It's slow and not very entertaining for you guys. For me, this is like, you know, once it's done, I'm like, yeah, got another one down. Is it generating? That's fun, you know. Let's see. So he still tries to run somewhere. Where is he trying to go? He's trying real fast to go somewhere. He's trying to walk somewhere like real fast. Why is he so fucking fast? Let's make it 1.0.1 then. Where is he trying to go? That's my question. Target position is... Okay, so the room they're in has a position of... this one. 0.32 minus 0.8x. So minus 0x is on the x-axis, exactly. Minus 0.32. So he's trying... So I don't know why he's gone now. He's trying to walk to minus 34 8x. So what if I set it to x0 and then like minus 40, right? Which is where he is now. Does that not change? Spatling clone. Because it's past that. It doesn't change because it's set and it's just walking towards it now, isn't it? Okay, so we need an interrupt for it. What is generated down there though? So we do 6 then. I have a variety of 6 and a variety of 13. Let's see if that works. I'm just gonna alter the code a little bit to make it have a set time for roaming, so it doesn't get stuck roaming. Once this is done, we can also start making working on the boss, which is cool. Let's see here. Got the new functions. Do I just change the roaming, right? The wandering state, yeah. Let's just change the wandering state for that. We don't need to call this every frame. That's just gonna cause problems. We call it once. We're not gonna wait for a certain time. That's stupid. Let's go like 3 seconds is too long. Let's go 1. Yeah. This should be good. Yeah, that should be good. This should prevent it from locking into walking one direction for too long. Let's test it, see if that works. Let's go back to the Unity. Let's do the same thing, Spratling. We're on this one. And then there's the map generator, which is up here. Score manager and difficulty manager. Oh. The Sproutling has disappeared. Is this because it's in the certain layer of not front? There's a rigid body attached to log. There we go. It gets stuck because there's no rigid body and it needs no gravity scale. And it should rotate, so that's fine. Yeah, that should be fine. Uh, yes, that should be fine. Because the log projector was a problem there. It also gets pushed back, so I probably should give it more weight. Yes, if we go Sproutling, I should give it a couple of things. Like I should set this one to default to the front layer because it needs to be in the front layer. Other layers should be just 0. It's fine. Actually, let's go 1 for now. We also needed to have a weight. I'm gonna say it's mass to like 40 because then my projectiles won't push it back as much. That's the thing I want. Knockback on projectiles. Again, let's dump this in here. Map generator, score manager, and difficulty manager. Boom. And immediately it like removes the thing. I wonder where it throws it. So this is where I'm looking at. Like, where is it throwing it? Because it's throwing it in very random directions. Very random directions. I might should check this projectile. Where is this projectile going? What is its target? Target position 0, 0. It doesn't set a target position for them. That's a problem. Log toss. Boom. Yeah, so that's a problem. It didn't have a target position. Yeah, so if you set that as a target position, then it should disappear when it hits the target position. So now we can actually check if it hits the thing. Also, for some reason, it throws a thing, right? Plays animation, waits for Lotus cooldown, then it waits to state wandering, but it doesn't stop its own state. It never goes out of it. Because it goes back to wandering, right? It starts wandering state. It goes back here. Small state equals wandering, which it is. Wandering time. Target position is get random position. It should work. I don't know why it doesn't. Oh, you guys didn't get to see any of that. I was just fiddling around with the code, trying to figure out what's going on.
It didn't actually wanna do the thing I wanted to do, so let's try again. No, thank you. No, thank you. I want to spawn it naturally because I don't have to do the thing. I think that's a natural spawn of it. Yeah, that seems like a natural spawn. Did it actually spawn something there? It did. And it disappeared. Nice. Yeah. Nice. I do wonder actually, can I set the this is a code thing I want to do. I want to set the state to public so I can see what state it is in. Actually, you know what? What if I do? I'll change. I'll show you guys what I'm doing. So there's a problem here. So there's a state logtos here. This is the default, but it shouldn't be the default. What I need to do is I need to do this above that. So I need to just take all this. It's a little bit of a logic issue here. Then put that in here and then else. Because if we else that and then put that in here, then we're good. Because now it's either it is a fruit toss or it is a log toss. Now it's not gonna try to do both for no reason. That should help actually do the thing it needs to do. I also am wondering if I want the target position to just straight up be player.transform.position. I wonder if I just want to do it like this and just have it be the same. Because then it's just throwing it towards the player, wherever the player is. We need to do another like small thing, but we can at least test if the functionality works, you know? Have a compiler errors? Do I? What's the compiler? State, state, public, state, state. Oh. Yeah, that's just me being dumb. No, thank you. No, thank you. I won't spoil that sure, and as I said, just because it helps prevent any like mistakes and errors that I might make. Also, this room doesn't have an exit. I need to fix that. For some reason, that exit doesn't work. There's 6 of it. And it's still not spawning. Okay, let's kill you. Hey, it's doing fruit toss. Which one? I'm actually gonna be douchebag and just do this so I can watch.
It fucked up because it doesn't have an idle state. So there's a problem in the code with idle state. Yeah, it shouldn't start idle state because that's not a thing. It should start... should start wandering state. That's why it should start. Yeah, I don't know why it wants to start idle state. We don't have an idle state, you know? It's not a thing. We have wander state. Yeah. That should work. Also, it also struggles with the problem with material disappearing. I really hate that it struggles with this because it's a problem with Spine in general. It just sometimes loses materials completely, and I don't know how to fix it. I've been looking at it for like a while now. Let's test that out then. Ignore the fact that it disappears sometimes. We'll just deal with that. Let's spawn it naturally. That's not a natural spawn. That's something else. Okay, well, how about we just spawn nothing? That's also fine, I guess. That's the one? Nah, that's something else. Oh, it's near it. Now we really get to test. Ooh, fruit toss! But it doesn't ever actually walk. Oh, I know why? Yeah, because I need to set it to wandering state. Log toss state. This one doesn't set it to state wandering. There we go. That should be the correct state at least. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. If we load the state, I'm just writing a little thing so I can log the state and check what state it is in. Because if we can check what state it's in, this is gonna help us greatly. Wandering state again. Now it wanders. But it doesn't wander, you know? It doesn't go any place. Where are we? We're here. I think it's just because I've given it such a low speed. Let's give it a higher speed. Let's set the speed to like 2 again, right? Oh. Let's set the speed to 2, so sprouting. I think it's just the fact that I've given it an abysmal speed, you know, because it was going super fast, and now it's not moving at all. Where is he? Like, he's in the room. There he is. I'm just gonna delete these two. I'm gonna take my health and just turn it up a lot so I don't get killed. There we go. So, the thing is, it disappears. Why does it disappear? I'm actually wondering, this room, can I take the tile map and just disable it? Is he here now? No, he's just gone again. Does this have to do with where he is? That position was? It does, yeah. Yeah, it actually straight up does. It's just because he's wandering in a place that it shouldn't be wandering. I'm gonna done in the wandering here. Make sure that his Z equals 0. I'm just gonna force his Z. There you go. This is gonna force him to stay in the Z. I've just altered the code slightly so he's always in the correct Z position. Okay. I actually feel like there's something with the walking. Like the enemy walk is the problem. Let's have a look at that. I feel like there's some problem in the enemy walk here. Like this is what's causing it. This is what's causing the problem. Why is this a problem and not the attack? So let's check the attack. How attack does this? Attack base is an angle. So if we do this, just copy this straight up and just straight up put this here with the walk, right? And instead we do put this here. And dump all this in, right? Sounds fair? Because if we do that, and we just trace along this one, you'll see that it goes into here. Yeah, nice. So we'll need their string, because this is already done. It should not handle movements generally. And we'll handle this here, where we actually should handle it. So it should set skin. Back is fine, and then it's back bulk. So if I then just do this. Nice. Okay, let's see if this works. If this works and is like functional, I might have sorted out one of the issues that I had with the spine, because they were being calculated differently. That's not good usually. It can cause some weird behavior, and this seems like it's one of the weird behaviors that it might have been causing. Wait. Oh, is this? Oh, this is working. Yeah, nice. Oh, they work. Although I do need to check that. So, it doesn't. I'm actually gonna check what happens if I just remove this temporarily. Check if that makes it a little bit smoother. And then I'll put the Unity back on so you guys can actually see what's going on there. Okay, because I think I might have fixed it. You don't have a difference in this. For you, it doesn't matter. Because now slides. I don't like how it slides. I don't like how it slides. Yeah, because it's parentheses M. I'm just gonna take this away. Sorry, I can just take out the entire thing, I think. If I did this entire thing, I mean, I can even go further. Holy shit, I can go all the way to this. There we go. As long as health is greater than 0, we can do the thing. I just changed around like the logic for when it should be allowed to use the walk animation. I'm gonna see if this fucks up with some of the motions. It might. I mean, American, if you're offering, you know, I have some time before work. Yeah, man, I've been missing streaming and being back here. Currently, I'm working on the game, and I would like to promote the game a little bit before it goes live. It's getting there, it's getting closer, and oh, he does animations. But it does stop. Oh, I think I might have to set the loop. Yeah, because I don't think it loops. Yeah, that's one of the things I need to do. I need to set the loop. Other than that, it's good. It's working. Woo! Fucking finally, we're getting somewhere. Now, I do need to check if this actually does the same thing with the other one. So let's see here. Boom. I'll set loop equals true there, and then we'll set loop equals not true on the attack. Oh shit. This should be... I'll move this up just in case it fucks up something. I'll just move it up here. And I'll set it to false here. Nice. That should work, and then we dump Unity back on. I wonder actually if... Oh, why is this closed? I'll blow it open then. Okay, well I guess I'm not allowed to go that way, that's fine. That's fine with me, I'm not gonna go that way anyways. That's fine with me. What is this? Oh, he's one of the flyers. He's fast. He's fast, boy. Fast as fuck. Why is this guy invisible? Is he also having the same issue with... let's see, it's Shade. Sword Shade. Are you... Do you just not have one? He just doesn't have a material. Okay, cool. I don't know. I'll check that later, I guess. I do want to spawn one of the chargers though, and see if he actually has, you know, actual visuals now. He walks! He does moonwalk, but he walks. It doesn't loop. Why does it not loop? Didn't I save it? What? I don't know why he doesn't loop. He does what he's supposed to do though, and the damage is fine. I just need next animations for everything. Give me a charger. Oh, I can see him! Oh my god, it actually fucking works! Charge! Yeah, he fucked up. Oh my god, the charger actually fucking has animation now. Now I just need to fix it for the shade and figure out why the shade is fucked up. Oh, you have no idea how many times that's been bothering me. Accidentally fixing a bug that's been bothering me for ages. Oh, nice. I'm actually thinking of taking a break and going to do some work. Some other things. Because it's... Actually... Oh, I need to do a quick little thing, don't I? Logbook. Where are you, logbook? UI. Inventory. Inventory panel. Logbook. Items. Enemies. We should probably have this one too. Yeah. Let's see if that actually works now, if I can actually see that on the enemy tab. Let's see, logbook, enemies. Yes, and we have encountered him. Of course we have. I also need to change these ones around. I didn't want to make multiple of them. I'll fix that later. Yes, I am taking a little bit of a break. I'll get some food, get some drinks, and I might stream later on again before work, or I might just take a day off for a little bit. There's a bunch of shit I need to fix, and a bunch of things I need to adjust. But it's getting there, and that's the important part.